All right, 7th graders, let's go through the notes today. In lesson 2-4, we're going to talk about equations and expressions. So comparing equations and expressions, and then figuring out what an open sentence is. So first of all, what is the definition of an equation in math? How is it different from an expression? Ethne? Yeah, so if it contains an equal sign, it's called an equation. When it doesn't have an equal sign, like these are the ones that we've been working on, combining like terms, using the distributive property to multiply over parentheses and doing things like that, and then simplifying. We've been working with expressions when doing that. There's no equal sign at the end. So 3n plus 4n is not an equation, it's called an expression. If it says 3n plus 4n equals 21, then that's an equation. Okay? Because it has an equal sign. And what it does is it divides this sentence into two sides. The left side, 3n plus 4n, and the right side, 21. Okay? The equal sign divides it into two separate sides. Now, it doesn't always mean equal. It might be a true equation, or it might be a false equation. For example, if this says 3n plus 4n equals 21, and then you substituted in the number 4 for n, and then you tried it, and it says 7 times 4 is 28, because if we put 4 in place of n, you get 28. Does everybody see that? 7 times 4 is 28, right? So if we replace the n with a 4, then it would be 7 times 4, which is 28. And that does not equal 21. So then our equation is false. Okay? A false equation means that one side is not equal to the other side. A true equation means that one side is equal to the other side. So a solution to an equation is a number that makes the equation true. Finding the number that would work for n to make the equation true is called the solution. Okay?
What if the line through it's equal to that?
It means not equal. Equal, if it's a line through it, it means not equal. Okay? Read it?
But you can't multiply before it after adding. So that would be confusing. Or can you? You can't. It's not under 10 dots.
You can combine like terms.
What?
You can combine these like terms.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have to multiply first if you said n equals 4?
Well, let's say that we put in n, and then 3 times n, or sorry, 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And 4 times 4 is 16, and then we would add those together to get 28. That's how it works.
So then why do we always complain about that? If it doesn't matter.
Open sentence is an equation with a variable in it. Okay? So if you are given an equation like this, 7n equals 21, this we would call an open sentence because it contains a variable. That's the definition of an open sentence. Go to your book and let's do some practice. Page 84. So turn one page to page 84. In the first section, it just asks you to state whether the equation is true, false, or just an open sentence. So number 1, 5 plus 9 equals 14. Just gives us this equation. Is that a true, false, or open sentence? Don't make a guess, make an educated guess.
Educated guess.
You have to do that.
Just switch that education.
Nate?
Wait, it's true, but we have to write out the problem.
No.
Okay, alright.
No, you can just write true, false, or open. But it does say to explain. And so what you'd have to write is true. And then write, it's a true equation because both sides are what? Are equal, right? Both sides are equal. Okay. 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. And remember that an equal sign divides the equation into two sides, the left side and the right side. So this is a true equation because both sides are equal. Okay? Yes?
Do we have to write out the question?
You have to write this part right here.
So we don't have to write out like that?
You have to write, you have to write this part. Okay? Number 2. 4x minus 8 equals 25. Okay. What type of a sentence is this? Jack? It's called an open sentence. Yep, you just have to write open. We don't know if it's true or false because it contains a, it's called a variable. Variable. An open sentence contains a variable.
Wait, what's an open sentence?
An open sentence contains a variable. This is called an open sentence because it contains a variable. Okay?
We can true statements.
Stop talking, you guys. Raise your hands if you have a question, okay? Liv?
In my book, it has like the plus sign. And do you use the plus sign for negative? Like in the bigger negative? Like, it has like the plus sign. Do you ever change that to negative? Whoa.
Yes, you can insert a plus sign. Yep. Stop talking. Let's go on to number 10. Number 10 says, write an equation for each sentence. State whether the equation is true, false, or an open sentence. So we've done these before, where you take the words and you put them into an expression or an equation. So number 10 says, 4 times the opposite of 5 equals negative 20. So we gotta break this down. 4 times, well, you should probably put parentheses for times when you're writing this. It's just, that way it's a really good way to show multiplication. 4 times the opposite of 5. Opposite of 5 is negative 5. Equals negative 20. So first you have to write that. And then you have to write if it's a true, a false, or an open sentence and explain. And this is a true equation, right? Because
Sides are equal.
both sides are equal. So write the same thing you wrote for number 1. Okay, Jack.
I have a question on 3.
And number 3.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. What's your question?
Well, I know it's false, but how do you explain that it's false?
Wait, number 3 says 15 is equal to 3 times 5.
That's true. I know that is true, but
Okay.
how do you
Because
true?
because both sides are equal. Okay? How would you explain then a false equation?
None sides are
The
equal.
sides are not equal, right? The
Oh.
sides are not equal. Okay? What are you doing? Come on, guys. Focus.
Passing notes.
Number 12. Come on, computer. There we go. Number 12 says C plus 5 equals 3. And then it gives a semicolon and negative 2. And what that means, if you look back in the directions, it says, is the given number a solution to the equation? Okay? So, can we put this number in place of C and make a true equation? So this is what you'll have to do for this section, is substitute the number in, negative 2 plus 5 equals 3, and then tell if it is true, false, or open.
So do we have to write out?
Or sorry, it's not going to be open because you're going to substitute the number in. So you just have to write if it's true or false.
And then both sides are true, or both sides.
And you don't even have to explain this one.
Okay, good. 'Cause I didn't know that.
So you can just substitute the number in and then write true or false.
Are we going up to 20?
Okay?
I have a question.
Are we going 40?
We have,
Then do number 1 through 21 for tomorrow. 1 through 21.
That's too much.
Okay?
It's not that much, it's
1 through
now we
21.
have to.